EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Harris, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go now.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nigel Bradham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Hilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Jump out. Now, Liz.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there.
Defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them momentum.
Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's Conley. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The pitch to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, Kamara gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Our first half update now from Philadelphia. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Green, 39! Green!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
26!
A handoff to Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go, come on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58. We are going.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll toss it to Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's a give to Fournette, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, 26.
Now Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just... want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
We are going. Zoom, zoom. Back to north. Zoom, zoom. Hey, take 26. Jump out. Jump out. 319.
Now Rodgers. And able to find Conley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to north.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
McConnelly's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
26. Over.
They'll run with Fournette. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Hurry up. All right.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Thus far, and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
58. Here we go. 58.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
258! Hey, check 26! Yeah, Liz. Run.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No. Check. Patriot!
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Nigel Brown. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we come upon halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A toss running left, Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he finds Howard complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles Harris in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. This is Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 626. Zone.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
On second down, Kamara. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On third down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They go play action now. Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
4 down.
Jackson now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Green 18.
They begin with a run by Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Evan Ingram, 28 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's Conley. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's Rodgers. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Chicago, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.